Everyone, and welcome back to the Nova Project. I'm your host, as ever, Peppermint8, joined once more by a very irritated partner.
I wish I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm joined as ever by the Obsidian Nook / Paddle ASMR, all that good stuff. We're back. We're very, very tired and in pain. But we thought, fuck it, we're gonna watch a film tonight. Oh boy, a film we certainly did pick. It was definitely one of the films of 2024, you know. Oh my fucking god.
Strobe one and
Yeah, big fucking like epilepsy warning for this fucking random shit. Nondescript tablets are being taken that are meant to be medication, but causes this one dude to trip fucking balls, I guess. For some reason, which has no payoff. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, we are covering one of the, I'm assuming, public domain horror movies that have been popping up of recent years. You know, what is it? Is it Goldilocks and Three Bears actually public domain? We'll find that out first. But yeah, we are talking about Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Death and Porridge. I found this in just doom scrolling fucking Prime. It's 19th. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it's very public domain. It was like 19th century fairy tale. Yeah, so I was doom scrolling Prime. I saw this because we haven't watched Blood and Honey, another death and food film. We've watched neither of them. We wanted to, but they were then shit. But at least we didn't have to pay for this one, technically.
it's really, really bad.
Holy shit, this is bad.
Begging you to give up on it.
I wouldn't, because it was funny. It was fucking bad, but it was funny. It's really cheap. It's really cheesy. They have a bit of fun to begin with, where they're doing the whole, this bed's too soft, this bed's too hard.
What makes it even worse, the voice over doesn't match like what you're seeing on screen.
Oh god, yeah, they're like,
Very
whatever you want to call it, the not After Effects, that's Adobe. The like the dubbing over for where they've had to redo the dialogue. Oh, good grief! Whoever was in charge of audio for this film, Jesus Christ, dude, be disappointed in yourself. I'm sorry. So where do we want to begin with this? I think we have to talk just about characters to begin with. Because for the most part, they are absolute nothing characters that do not actually make sense, and two of them just disappear from the film. You've got the one character who initially is like, oh yeah.
It's basically where God is just killing everybody, having a side episode. That's what it felt like watching it.
It was just some fucking.
And you made a joke about because she kept dancing around, and you made a joke about Megan.
I said they hired the actress that did Megan. Yeah, yeah. It's just, man.
It's 100% a British film, so like.
Oh yeah, people were very to the point of just like, why don't you just fuck off? But
it's just the acting. Bearing in mind it's an indie film, it's independent. I'm sorry, it's terrible acting.
it's terrible writing. It is difficult to try and keep up the plot, which is just forced along. It's like they deleted scenes, but they accidentally deleted the scenes where something happens to move the plot along. Because there's the whole scene of the guy who keeps being called Bilbo Baggins, despite looking nothing like him. He just walks around outside with his phone torch on for like a solid 10-minute scene, and nothing happens.
Knack was we couldn't understand Goldilocks because she had a mask on. You know, like.
Goldilocks was talking like Bane, except if he was just going. He sounded like.
It's like back in 2000s, everybody had these weird, like masks that they would hang on their wall. They were everywhere.
Yeah, you can get them from like craft stores if you wish.
Like I never liked them. They really creeped me out. But literally, like I had an ex-friend who had her hanging on the wall. It really fucking creeped me out. But she was wearing one of them. I was just like, oh fucking.
But they didn't dub over our audio, and it's the raw audio, and half of it is just. It's like Kenny from fucking South Park,
Yeah.
and she's trying to be like, "This is why we're killing you," but all you can hear is. Yeah, cheers. And the three bears just sort of stand around. One of them clearly is played by a child and is sort of just like, just standing there. Man, I was hoping the kills would at least be good, but we'll talk about them in a minute. There are two characters in this film. One who is built up to be this like badass who literally has nunchucks and shit. He does a whole lot of fuck all, runs off, reappears later on, gets punched once, and we never see him again. He's presumably dead. This film is not getting a sequel. He's presumably dead off screen somewhere. There's a woman earlier in the film, one of the main group who's set up to sort of be the final girl. She disappears and takes the cars with her. But then one of them gets poisoned. At some point, wakes up with like Hulk green eyes, and suddenly finds the exact car they came in, but not her. And then he just gets shot in the head anyway because Goldilocks has a fucking gun. So it's just what? What?
Any sense to me either.
No, and the continuation, like the fucking like continuity is out the window because there's a point where the main girl who just fucking don't even remember the names, Kelly, I think. She's retreated inside the house, like they've left her alone, and it fades to black, and then all of a sudden she's captured with the Indian guy who was like the badass. If he's not Indian, I don't know. Oh, that's a bad way. Asian, brown Asian. Oh god, I'm probably gonna get deleted off the internet for this. Yeah, the brown gentleman. Yeah, fuck it. This doesn't get edited. It's like midnight. If I'm being accidentally racist, my apologies to whoever this guy is. I genuinely have no idea. But anyway, yeah, they get captured. He escapes. He then just gets punched once by one of the bears, and then we never see him again. This film is just people getting dragged around in the forest in the middle of the day. As I said to you, it's really dragging out the film's length. This film just fucking sucked. I'm sorry. Usually I can cut some slack for like indie films, but they deleted all the scenes where they actually like had the continuity. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking like, you stop that. Even the cats hated it. Like, man, it wasn't fun. It was funny because I made it funny. I was just cracking jokes the whole time. The kills were so fucking bad. I was hoping there'd at least be that. I mean, one dude gets his head run over by a car really slowly, and it's CGI'd as hell. It's awful. Like, as mentioned, Goldilocks has a gun and shoots one guy, and she's just she fires that forever. There's a scene where she is just unloading this fucking pistol, like 30 bullets. Man, oh man, this fucking film rots my brain. It is literally, and the main character dies when Goldilocks like throws an axe at her. Except it sort of just like leaves a little graze on her head and doesn't even like stay in there. And that's the death of the main character. And it's just like, what?
I'm generally debating about putting it under.
We may have a new bottom of the. No, Cocaine Cougar Stone at the bottom of mine. We actually finished this film. Somehow. Like 50 minutes of this film was fucking nothing happening. And then the rest of it just happened. And it was like, oh, the film's over now. What? It was like. They introduced characters, like new characters in the last 20 minutes of the film. And it was like, why are we doing this? Like, if this film was like an extra like 50 minutes long, sure, but they just introduced this badly acted like old couple that just one of them just dies. And the other one, she just go. Well, you don't know what she's doing because fucking Goldilocks is. Oh, that's not English. I have an indiscernible accent that you can't understand. I should have picked a fucking better one. I said we need a film that we can take the piss out of, and this is it. How long have we been doing this for? 11 minutes? Man, there is nothing else to say about this absolute nothing burger of a film.
Yeah,
We're just gonna call it there. This film fucking sucks. I wish I hadn't chose this for my fucking film. I hope you pick something that's a bit more actually entertaining without needing me to force it to be entertaining, you know?
I offered numerous times to change it, and I was like, "Are you sure you don't?"
I was like, yes.
change it?"
I was like, yes, we need a film where we can just take the piss out of it. And lo and behold, it's just turned into me screaming at it going, this film fucking sucks.
Changed it within like the 15 minutes.
I'm not cutting this film any slack in any way. Man, this...
Give a shout out to the top though.
The plastic cups that they just use religiously, that seems like they got sponsored by red plastic cups that nobody in the UK actually has. It's those like beer pong cups and all of the like 80s high school movies. Stasi, we'll give you your dreamies in a minute. Let's just wrap up. Yeah, there's nothing more to say. Best kill can, I guess, could go to the guy whose head gets run over by a car. Even if the car is like barely moving and realistically would just like bump off of his head. Worst kill can go to basically fucking everyone else. Like, even the twat who has a grenade rammed in his mouth and his head blown off, which was foreshadowed, just because it looked awful. It's just bad, blurry CGI. It's just... there is no redeeming qualities about this film. Am I even going to bother with an outro? No. Yeah, so best kill, car running man over. Worst kill, fucking everything else. The worst kill can go to the amount of time we spent watching this, because that killed a lot of time. And it was so late. It's midnight now, and I've still got to edit this. Yeah. Anyway, you know who we are. Anything you want to add?
Oh, it's funny just watching you go off on one.
Yeah. Welcome to I shout at another film for a full episode, and then we go do something else. Yeah, anything you want to add? Any thoughts or opinions?
Basically. I don't know what
You get it on DVD.
I don't know what I did to be that bad for you to make me suffer like that.
Holy shit, I felt like I was bolted to a chair and like Clockwork Orange, and I was forced to watch it with my eyes like forced open.
Fuck, did that get on Prime though? Who the fuck watched that and was like, yeah, we'll stick that on Prime? What the fuck?
I'd expect Netflix, because Netflix just approves everything, but... yeah, that's it. You know who we are. We'll see you at some point for another film, hopefully better.
Darcy's really disagreeing tonight. We have to.
If you enjoyed us shouting for a bit, don't watch this film. Don't even bother. Anyway, or do if you want to suffer for an hour and a half. Because my god, this did push. They really forced it to get to the length of the film. But yeah, thank you for listening. You know who we are. We'll see you next time. Have a good Easter. I don't know, it's fucking February. Bye!